Shalom, Josh Robert. Which are Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once get out of the process now called Babylon the Great. First thing first, and each. One place word two. Yeah, hour. My ship, our side, my ship, our God. They will be time spending the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Double honors to the apostle of the great millstone. And shalom. To you, sister brothers, living in truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and study and show yourselves approved. Notice something real big through the Spirit, y'all, that's happening. It really is very prophetic. It shows that we're really about to get up out of here. The time has come. And y'all know that Trump put out an executive order basically trying to bring back segregation. You know, and all the reactions to it. You know, looking at how y'all fellas will feel about it. And what I noticed is Eve, you know, the so-called Israelite woman, she no longer wants to be a part of Esau either, which lets us know that Esau is done. The power structure, like everything about him is through. Because that's always been his number one, you know, his lieutenant, his number one supporter, and keeping us down as a nation. So I'm looking at Eve doesn't want to be a part of Esau or Edom anymore, which is so-called white man. He's finished, man. So that lets us know people want that semblance of holiness back. Because now they're starting to see what it's like to be attached to Esau, Edom, and all that was very detrimental to us. So we start out this first thing first. And it's Leviticus 20 and 26, it says, and ye shall be holy unto me from the Lord and of holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. You repeat that? So we're not supposed to be all integrated with these other nations, heathen nations. The show not Esau, Edom, so-called white man. That's our enemy. You know, ever since Jake went in with Esau, Edom, that civil rights movement, that brought the king spirit, and we went down in the hole majorly, man. We lost all our industry. You know, we ain't hardly got nothing. And Esau was able to dominate us because we were so close to him. It made Jake start being like Esau. That's why we went through some real bad curses. It got real bad. We linked in with Esau, man. He put drugs in our neighborhood, introduced Eve into abortion, you know, introduced feminism into our community. You know, they put all they little isms in us, and everything was just bad. We just went down big time.
That's why Israelites went into captivity all them times. They linked up and went around, tried to be jointed in with all the other nations, and the Lord told them to be separate. And that's why the Lord brought us down all them times. They always want to come together with their enemies, or they'll look at their enemies and like, oh, I like what they got going over there. We should do that and follow along instead of following what the Lord Yahweh Shah said. And the Lord said, hey, you stay with him, hey, you're gonna be holy, you're gonna be prosperous and everything. But Jake always looked to the side and like, oh, we should integrate some of what they doing. No, we should do a little bit of that or bring them into it. And it always brings Jake down and have the enemy, the other nations over us in the end. And that's exactly why we're in captivity to this day.
Quick precept that back you up right here. God, this is First Peter chapter 1 and verse 14. He said, as obedient children, not fashioning yourself according to the form of lust in your ignorance, but as he which that called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy.
Right. That's a great precept of being holy as I am holy. If you go into the word holy, it means to be separate, to be separated from the world, man. Holiness is a high thing, but people use that in the wrong way, especially in Christianity. They're like, oh yeah, I'm holy, I'm sanctified and filled with. Like, you don't even know what that is, man. They still call themselves saved, and I'm like, what you saved from? You ain't even been to no trouble yet. You right along with the world with everybody else, so you ain't holy. Your whole congregation got Edomites all in it, so how are you holy? Like, that's crazy. But I got a couple precepts. This is Deuteronomy 14 and 2. It says, you have been set apart as holy to the Lord your power, and as he has chosen you from all nations of the earth to be his own special treasure, man. Like, the Lord has separated us, man. We're the apple of his eye, the Lord Jews, man. He told us out of all the nations to be holy, which is separate, apart from the other nations, man. He said the other nations is nothing like a drop of a bucket, like spittle unto him, man. So that should say something to you. So why would you want to be a part of them that he said is a drop of a bucket or spittle? Loosely paraphrasing.
I got one to back you up. So this is 1 Peter 2:9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people that should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Verse 10, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of Yahweh, which have now obtained mercy, which have not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy.
It says the people of Yahweh, man. That's Yasharallah, man. You got to look into that word. That means he princes of the power, man. We're princes of the power. We're above that, man. The Lord called us gods, man. But we should die like men because all the hell, all the wickedness that we done, following after the other nations, man. But we're going to get that back. They said, hey, man, we're supposed to be Yasharallah, like him. Oh, I got one to bag you up. This is 1 Peter, like in the same chapter, just jump it down a little bit. 1 Peter 15 and 16. It says, but as he called you his holy, you also be holy in all your conduct, since it is written, you shall be holy, for I am holy. We're supposed to be just like Yahweh Shah, man. Like Yahweh. He's holy. He was separated. He didn't want to be joined with everybody else. He didn't want to be joined with the 2/3 niggas around him. Every time they tried to do something, he tried to see Yahweh snuck at the back, disappeared, like, hey, man, nah, y'all ain't about to do this. He was separate. He was only there for the certain people, man.
I got one.
Go ahead.
And this is Ezra 10 and 11. Now therefore make confessions unto the Lord God of your fathers and do his pleasure and separate yourselves from the people of the land and from the strange wives. And that's basically what he has been telling us ever since Adam and Eve. It was for you to stay separate. Don't go around these other nations and pick up their bad habits, because the one thing that separates us from all of these other people in the world is the fact that he gave us order. He gave us the law, and he wants us to follow that. He gave us strict instructions on how to live and not to go pick up no bad habits from all these heathens.
Even when you read in the scripture, they have a lot to do with repentance. Repentance actually calls you to be holy. So reading Romans the 12th chapter and verse 2, because it says, and I beseech you, I'm gonna read start at verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of Yahweh that you present your body a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh. How do you be acceptable unto Yahweh? The first thing it says, holy, meaning to separate. Okay? And it says, which is your reasonable service. Okay? Which is your reasonable service, meaning that it's reasonable for if you're of the service of Yahweh when you separate yourself from the world. When you don't conform to the world, as in the next scripture says, and it said, be not conformed to this world, will be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you do what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. Okay? And acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh is to separate and pattern your mind, transform your mind out to Yahweh. You have to follow the steps that he did. I got one to back you up too. Isaiah 45 and 4 says, for Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel my elect, I have even called thee by thy name, have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. So that goes in the 2/3 at the end of the part. It said they're not knowing him. So it's very vital and important that you know your identity, know you're a Hebrew Israelite. You got to know that you're Israel. Because therefore, once you know that, then you can separate and do your culture with the laws and commandments of the book. Once you do that, it makes you holy. You know, you're going to look at the family, they're going to be celebrating Easter, celebrating Christmas. You're going to be doing Purim, doing Passover, and that's a separation right there. We ain't got the same customs as Babylon the Great. We don't do things.
I got something to back you up since you said that. This is Jeremiah 10 and 1. He said, hear ye the words which the Lord spoken unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, Well, the heathen are just made at them, but it said, learn not the ways of the heathen. That means to be separate. Don't follow them, man. And that this is going into like Christmas. Because Jeremiah, he was there in the Babylon, the real Babylon. He seen the real Christmas, how niggas were doing what they was doing. Hey, he said, learn not the ways of the heathen, man.
God, I like that too. To show you when you don't do the ways of the heathen, it's a separation. Because Esau needs you to do what he does in order to feed his system. When you disengage from his system and do things differently, that hurts his revenue. Because Esau banks on your ignorance. Because he banks on you to, they use like what they call, I say like sorcery and mind control to curl the people where they want them to go. Their economy is based on that. Like say Christmas, Easter, all the holidays to boost his economy. So if Yasharallah, children of Israel, were to disengage from that, it will hurt Esau. That's what the Lord said, hey, that's one way to hurt Esau, to follow the ways of Yahweh Shah. Quit eating pork. They killed the whole pork industry. Like it hit his dollar bill. And now I notice Jake ain't trying to get to where we at as far as following the laws and commandments, but Jake is now starting to disengage from Esau. Like when Esau put that move out there, he wants segregation back. Jake was like, hell yeah, bring it on. I want to be separate. You're not invited to the barbecue no more. I want our bathroom to be different from your bathroom. I don't want to be in the waiting room with you no more. Because Jake now realized that even on the 2/3 level, we do better when we're not attached to them. Because we're smarter than them. We're stronger than them. Having them with us depletes us. Because Esau always come in and like you build your blocks up, Esau knocked your blocks down. You can't you poison everything. He's like a cancer. Once you kick him out, everything starts to heal, order comes back, everything's starting to revitalize itself. And even the 2/3 starting to realize that. So the 2/3 realize that Esau's power structure is done. He's all the way exposed. I know that one Edomite was looking crazy on the train where Eve was like, oh, I won't segregation. He just couldn't believe it. Like, you don't want to be next to me no more? Now, like, Esau's starting to realize how much he's hated. We don't want to be around you no more. We don't like you. You fuck up everything just with your presence. So now we're like, hey, go ahead and get your own white neighborhood. That's good for us. You had a point. Go ahead, huh?
Oh, yeah. I was just listening to you, dog. One of the things that Jake make a mistake on with this segregation is they want to be separate but equal. Now realizing that being equal shit, we got to get away from that too, because Esau, for one thing, is not equal to us. And another thing, they want to have to continue in the iniquity that Esau, taught them. But we just want them to be around us while we're doing it. But they just gonna get another version of the iniquity, like eating pork, and doing any other things that goes against his word. Jake ain't about to get away from that. They ain't segregating themselves from the iniquity part of it. They just don't want Esau around. And it's gonna be Jake's that even though we segregate, we're gonna have to stay separate from them. And I have 2 Thessalonians 3:6. Now we command you, brethren, in the name of the Lord Yahushua, that we withdraw ourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly, and not after the traditions which he received of us. And even if we did have segregation, it's going to be people still amongst Jake that we're going to still have to segregate ourselves from them, because they're going to be trying to draw us down that wrong path.
It's going to be like the segregation inside of the segregation. Yeah, we separated from Esau together, but we separated from your ass. Say, hey, not all of Israel of Israel.
I can bring that out. Say we separated from niggas. Exactly. We don't want to do nigga stuff, so we even getting away from you. But I noticed, even with that separation though, because now the 2/3 gonna be stuck with, they're gonna be stuck with, okay, dude, I got this group over here saying holy. They talking about Yahweh. I got this group over here, that's Esau. So that's why Esau really don't want that separation, because somebody come out that 2/3 group like, I'm about to go over here, if I put on my friend.
They're going to learn from this.
Yeah, I'm about to go ahead, go on over here. So Esau like, hold up, hey, don't get off the plantation. Don't do that. You got to walk after me. So that's how Esau done. That's how they're going to come out as military. They're going to come out as church houses. That's really bad for Esau. He can't lose no 2/3. All 2/3 is vital for Esau's, his power structure. So if any little bit he's losing, because they don't want that either, because now you got to entertain two people. You got the hopeful elect over here, on the right side, and you got Esau on the left. So now Jacob's got a decision on which to make. And that's gonna show that's bad for E, man. Before that, we was blinded. No, they didn't pay attention to us. We don't give a damn about the prophets. That is showing the Lord starting to, like I did lesson that. The Lord's starting to get his fruit now. And how he did it, he had to make Esau bare. Not Esau butt naked. Nobody likes him. You know, Hamites don't like him. Moab don't like. None of the nations like Esau. So Esau about to go where he always supposed to go. The base man. This devil falling right now. Nobody likes you. You're not invited. You're not invited to Chinatown. You're not invited over there with Ishmael. You know, the Arabs.
And now you ain't even invited to the cookout. And Jake was always, especially E, oh yeah, you can come to the cookout. You made me laugh. Or, oh yeah, you seem like a good white man. You can come on, have a plate. But now you ain't even invited to that. Like, we're in the information age now, man. People are finding out and looking at harsh interrogation on Esau. They like, oh yeah. And then they looking into the history. They like, oh man, we've been bamboozled, man. The fucking what is that? The fucking act with how in the 60s they did. What's the word, man? How they
Turkey.
No. I'm talking about the act they did. That they came tried to make us all come together and shit.
Civil rights.
Yeah, the civil rights movement. They looking into that like, oh no, we've been bamboozled. Nigga, they hit us with the 52 fake out. And Martin Luther King, hey man, that nigga, he segregated. He trying to desegregate us and what? And his last speech, he said, hey man, I walked down into a burning house, man. Yeah, so people are finding out. Hey, he didn't even live to see that next day. That nigga woke up and stretched on the balcony before he even brushed his teeth and got knocked off. Because the Esau was like, damn, man, shit, nigga, you trying to break it up.
Yeah, the birth force. He paid you to do this. And then he looked out and felt bad about what he did. You know? Yeah, he wanted to go out corrected. Then he hollered about reparations. You know, that really hurt Esau. You know?
Money?
Nah, they went call John Wick. Yeah. I got a mission for you.
He integrated us into a burning house. So he was trying to desegregate right after he was trying to desegregate. He was trying to segregate us back after he fucking desegregated us, man. So he was somebody you really shouldn't listen to, because the Lord said someone who speaks double-minded person is unstable in all his ways. So hey, that's how you know people are looking into that thing. People are looking into the facts, and they realize, hey man, hey, we've been bamboozled all this time. Fuck Esau. Hey, he's the problem. Just like that one dude went to court with that big ass folder and slammed on the table, like, we know what the problem is. Esau the problem. We gotta get rid of all the Edomites. And that's the truth.
Yeah, did they kill him too?
Yeah. He missing. We don't know. He ain't never showed up again. You know, we missing.
Something happened to him.
Yeah, he ain't showed up. See, he should have came with the truth. He trying to come by himself, but he cracked out because that's the problem. And it look like the point you making, on that. So the people wasn't gonna listen about the King no more. Who's the next one they're gonna listen to? Malcolm X. And they knocked him off. Because Malcolm X, he left the Nation of Islam. You already know what the next step was. He gonna go, he put like that. Nah, you can't say that. Nah. So they knocked them off both. So they left Jake scattered.
Hey, you know,
Jake went been to pledge Christianity after that.
And
Bill lost.
Another thing I wanted to mention too, they also killed Sam Cooke at that same time, because you go back into the history, Sam Cooke was trying to bring Malcolm X and Martin Luther King together. And he was gonna use his own money that he got from his own personal record label.
Yeah.
And that little history, they killed him too, because he had the money to bring them together.
He beat the record label.
Yeah.
He showed Jake how to get over on the record label. You know, he saw, I can't have that.
Yeah, he had his own record label. He was one of the first ones that had his own record label.
Got his money.
Yeah.
I think Prince tried to follow his blueprint to see what happened to him. Michael Jackson tried to follow it and to see what happened to him. I don't know why Jake want to go in the music industry. Like, they not going to let you leave with that bag of cash they gave you.
And this refers to that the precept in Deuteronomy 28:68 when it said, "No man shall buy you." Basically saying that the man in the flesh in this world is not going to be able to save us out of this condition. This is another reason why we got to separate and call on Yahweh Shemiah Shah, because he's the one that's going to deliver us from the enemy.
Matter of fact, looking at that too, that's why you shouldn't do business with Esau. I want business with Esau, blend you in with him. If you want to do a music business or regulate, you need to have it all Jake. If you blend in with Esau, and Esau looking at your books and know your plans, Hey, he about to knock you out.
Hey, that's another reason. Man. You got your business, everything that you do financially, you got to separate. We
should have our own banks.
Right.
We should have our own schools. Like being separated was the best thing for us. And then here comes Martin Luther King, as they call him.
Right.
He came in and, like I said, desegregated, mixed us in, and we went bad after that.
That was the
I would say we had better businesses back in her term. Yeah, more stuff back then.
See, that was the time when Martin Luther King and all them came up. That was actually the year when the 501c3 first got established. That was at the time of had to be done.
Oh yeah, okay. So they then the church blended in, so they got that type of money. So now your ministry is blended in with Esau.
Yeah.
They say you gotta separate, man. You don't put your stuff in with Esau because he just go. I mean that defiles it. Because the Esau's the foul. And then you're watching your books, you're watching your dollar, if your dollar higher than Esau's dollar, it's a problem.
See that's why they go back to the history of the Tulsa race fight. That's how they was able to find out how much money our people had during this time because our bank wasn't separated from them as well. That's how they were able to go and do a bank audit. That's how they knew how many millionaires done it or how many, because there were some people that had like they wasn't millions, but they had like a $500,000.
That's a lot of money back in the time.
Yeah, that was a lot of money. 21.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, man.
Hey, I got a point right quick. Hey, one of the things that Esau has the biggest problem with, Jake, is even if he can get us deceived and caught up in this deception for a while, in time, the compassion that the Most High put in us is going to bring us up out of it. As soon as Esau sees, oh shit, this nigga is starting to go to the right route, I done deceived him with all some bullshit, but I can see he correcting his path. Once he sees he lose control and your compassion take over and you start wanting to do good, it's time for this nigga to go. And that's his plan. But from Martin Luther King all the way up into all of the celebrities that he gets to deceive us into going in the wrong path, as soon as them niggas start talking, about doing things right, it's time for nigga to go. You gotta get
They claim Luther King was a damn pastor. I ain't never heard him bring out another damn precept.
I want.
So that's why you should read the scriptures and learn and come in that time you could have heard Ivan Bivens and shit. So you could have came into the truth and you would have been like, hey, you shouldn't be separate, you shouldn't be joined them in the first place because the scriptures say this. This is Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto him shall fall by the sword. And that's exactly what happened to Black Wall Street because they were joined with his bank. They found out, shit, y'all trying to overtake us. Oh, y'all got more money than us. I'm gonna take that and stab you, and I'm gonna blow y'all up. Exactly. That's the sword. Exactly. That's the sword right there. Every time, once you joined in with Esau, he looking at your shit like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that. He do that to his own people. Yeah. So what you think and he hates you?
Yeah, and then Martin King,
yep,
he joined with him. Malcolm X and Nation of Islam, that's joined to them. So you made a very good point.
It was Elijah.
Esau.
It was Elijah that had Malcolm X fucked up on Esau like that. Elijah was the one that was the plan. Yeah. He was just using.
Islam was funded by Esau.
Yeah, he was just using Malcolm X because he had the charisma. He was influenced. So he pushed him out there. But the person that had Malcolm fucked up was Elijah. Then Malcolm, he went over to Mecca and he seen what their version of Islam was compared to the shit that they teaching them in America, and was like, hold on. He came back and was looking at, Elijah, he was having babies and all that. He was doing all that scandalous preacher shit behind closed doors shit. Malcolm knew about that, and he was like, hold on. I said his compassion took over. We got to start doing it the right way. I see you scandalous,
He was already locked in with Esau, though.
Yeah.
He was already locked in the Nation of Islam. He's already, he giving them feedback on him. He wasn't in the truth.
Yeah.
He was still locked in with Esau. So what happened? Like that ox that precept kicked in. He got done in by the sword. Now he been in the truth, leading with your shot. That shit probably wouldn't have worked. But it wasn't that time yet. So you said that precept, I got to put precept that's going back in because, like you said, when he was locked, he was already locked in. This is what happened to all the individuals we talk about, throughout history. So these Isaiah
chapter 59 and verse 15. And he said, yeah, true felon, and he that departed from evil maketh himself acquainted. And it said, the Lord Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. Okay, so even when Esau Edom took those individuals out, there was still no judgment. So there was nothing done to these damn devils. They was able to get away from it. And it displeased Yahweh. But now that time is coming. Esau Edom was about to get that judgment. He's about to be judged for all the wicked that he's done throughout the whole earth.
And like the priest said, when they departed from evil, they told what I was talking about. Every time Jacob, see, you said you can't get in with Esau, you're doing iniquity. Now I say you're like, hey man, I want to be righteous. Right. Esau don't like that. Right. Like what? You about to do what? Right. And that nigga go in and make a phone call. And then we better drop down with this nigga. This nigga talk about being righteous and doing good things for his people and stuff. Nigga, I don't like that. They don't think Esau gotta do wickedness to go to sleep at night. So righteousness is like acid to him. You say, hey man, I want to plant some crop and do good for the children. Esau like, what?
That make him
you want to what? That make Esau into molesting children, not take care of children. Like you wanna, and they gonna look at you like you stink. Like what? And that's they gonna gather up, make a phone call. And if you ain't in the house of David, you ain't really a messenger behind the shop. Esau gonna take you out. You're gonna be thrust with that sword. And that just goes to all them celebrities. They're all attached to Esau. That's why I don't like get mad. They got a bag on that man. You got to get messed up. Did he?
For your point, this is Ecclesiasticus 13:1. He that toucheth pitch shall be he that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith. And he that fellowship with the proud shall be like unto him. And that goes into everything he said. Like first, if you touch pitch, which is Esau, you're gonna be defiled right along with him, man. This dude got a fucking hell of a judgment coming to his ass. And you over here touching and being buddy with him, hey man, that's gonna go right to you too, because you following right along after him. And the proud, he is known as the proud. And he says, and he that followeth the proud, he that fellowship with the proud man shall be like unto him. And we know what his end is going to be. That's why you see all these celebrities and shit going down, because they fellowship with the proud. Hey, they touch that pitch, and now they got to get what they deserve, man. They didn't trust him till Yahweh shot me. They trusted in Esau in him. And hey, that's why you should be separated from him, man.
I got to quick, real quick. The precept. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 52:11. Isaiah 52:11, and talking about like the pitch. Depart ye, go ye out from thence, touch no unclean thing. Go ye out of the midst of her, be ye clean, that bear the vessels of the Lord.
How do you clean? You got to clean yourself up with the living water, scriptures. You know, you got to clean yourself up with the blood of Yahweh. You got to saturate it in the truth so that it keeps you holy. You know, keep your mind, your spirit right. Because once you be holy like that, you're not going to want to be around Edomites, man. I know if I'm at the job, if anybody talks to me for 4 to 10 minutes, I get extremely irritated. Like, okay, do I got work to do? Get the hell away from me. You ain't talking about that no way. I don't like, especially in my own time, I don't like being around Edomites at all. Like, they voice irritate me. Everything about them, they ways, they whole vibe and spirit is different. It's contrary to ours. And they being in the truth helps you be like that. So that's what we trying to tell the 2/3 of Yahweh is to separate and be holy and get away from them. See, the 2/3, what they do is they straddle the fence. Now they might look at us, but then they also like, Esau got everything. So they'll deal with Esau to get whatever benefits he got and all that. And they straddle the fence, being the 2/3 gonna get you knocked off. Yahweh shows up. Because he's not dealing with that lukewarmness. Either you're going to be hot for me, or you're going to be cold dealing with Esau. I'm not saving no lukewarm Israelites. So now every Jake is at a crossroads. We got a decision to make. Are you going to stay to society, which means stay with Esau, or are you going to be with Yahweh and be holy and suffer?
Come out of her, my people.
Exactly. There's going to be some suffering. You ain't going to be balling like that. You're going to get just what you need. That's enough. It ain't gonna be spectacular. It's gonna be a small group. It's not gonna be the masses. That's another thing. A lot of Jakes don't want to be holy because they used to being in a big group. I know there's a lot of Jakes are comfortable in a big old group. Like wherever the masses at, that's where I want to be at. That's a bad spirit to be in. Because the masses is gonna die. You know, so you should be with the small group. The whole collective one's gonna get deliverance. The remnant, you know, and I've been looking at Jake's spirit, like the ones that like to be in the group. I'm like, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. Your spirit ain't right. You can't even be in a small group and be to yourself and be holy in order to get what you need. You gotta separate. And I noticed that's something that a lot of Jakes just can't do. They like, I can't get away from, like, a lot of Jakes can't leave that game. Like, I gotta stay with the gang. You know, I gotta be with that. They need that group, that camaraderie.
Throwing up a little style.
Yeah, they gotta stay with the group, man. They're like, man, I ain't gonna get no hood rats. I ain't gonna have no protection. You know, a lot of people look at like protection.
Exactly, because if they was a real man, they would need that. Because if they was to go by themselves, they'd get beat down or get knocked out. They know that they're weak in the inside. So they need that protection. They need that gang to feel like they something.
To that. And then that leads to being Esau. Because Esau, being in the gang is getting you an Edomite mentality. Because a gangster mentality, the same thing as Esau mentality. You know, I'm alive with Jake, sell drugs, do all kind of wickedness, you know, disorderly conduct, you know, with your old lady, your family, everything is just dick rides. That's what gangster mentality is. And that's something Esau and Edom. And we try to tell Jake, you gotta come up out of that, man. Like I said, come up out of that. And there's layers to it. You come up out of that, you gotta come up out of the keeping the customs of this place. You gotta come all the way to the Lord.
I got to say.
Yeah.
You ain't think what the Christian said that put out the old man and put on the new man, which is renewed in my knowledge. That's what you got to put on. Now, one of my favorite precepts is Psalm 119:9, because it said, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?" And he said, "By taking heed thereto according to thy word." Now, your mind got to be fixated on the words of your house out of your God. That's the only way you're gonna come up out of it. If you feel in the world, then you're gonna be caught up every single time. Matter of fact, if you of the world, you're gonna become a enemy to your how about your child. That's the precept I have pulled up. This is James chapter 4 and verse 4. And it says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with your how about your child." If you're a friend of this world, you're an enemy to the Lord. All right? So you gotta understand that. When you conform yourself to this world, you become an enemy. And that goes back to what the Oculus said. We had a crossroads. You got to pick and choose. If you're going to be up your how about your child, you're going to be the world. And if you are the world, guess what? You're an enemy. Get away from me. You know? And it says, "Whosoever therefore be a friend of the world is the enemy of your how about your child." So you're an enemy once you still want to take occupied in this world. You know, you got all these gospel that, you know, try to get on the Hebrew Israelites and so on. Man, hey, just say that you want to be in the world. Don't be talk shit about us. We trying to get right, you know.
We're just trying to be separate.
Yeah.
We're separate.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we want to do. We just want to be separate. We try to fish for the hope we let. That way we can help them get out of the world. But if you want to keep on confident, then Hebrew is like this, and the Hebrew is in the Bible contradicts, tell right, just stay over there, man. Just say that you want to be in the world.
That's the weeds talk. Yeah. That's the weeds trying to choke you out in this little water. Because they know they condemn you. So they like, okay, I can't, that's their crabs in the bucket mentality. That says, I can't make you, you need to stop. Right? Well, your spirit good to you, like, shit, I don't give a damn. You can scoff all you want to, fool and holler. I'm about to get on the chariot, Lord willing. That's your ass.
Hey,
you know, we'll see
ain't getting warned either. Hey, but we did our part, you know. James 4:4.
Okay, I got one to back you up. This is 1 John 2:15. It says, "Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eye and pride of life is not from the Father, but from the world. And the world is passing away along with the desire. But whosoever does the will of Yahweh abides forever." And that's in the ESV.
You hear that? Hey, whoever does the will of the Father abides forever. So we're looking at forever. We're not looking at this temporal world. That's why we don't give a damn about it. You know, it's about to pass over. So why care about anything in it? So we don't put our churches up in heaven. And we're looking at forever, man. The Lord about to give us forever to enjoy the world, or I should say the earth, you know, everything that's in it. So we looking past it. That's why I was called for, man. It sounds like Charlie Brown teaching to me. You just go walk. That's a dead body. What the hell am I listening to a zombie for? You dead. I'm over here. I got a chance at life. I got outside. Yeah, like so I don't give a damn about you barking. Your dumb self. You dead. And they mad when it is, they gonna increase golf because they're angry because everything they put their heart into desire is passing away. Every time I look at my news feed, it's some bad news from Babylon the Great. Military failing, economy is failing, Donald Trump is being exposed and exposing them, Elon Musk is exposing them. Like they just getting L after L after L. And then we over here getting win after win after win. So now it's like, now they mad. Now they mad at us. I know why they angry. You know, the scoffers are scoffing. Because you losing. Your master is losing. So we like, hey, and then I look at them like they're an extra special type of stupid. Because you're an Israelite. You got the opportunity to get on the winning boat. You over there sinking. I done threw out the little, what's that little circle line? I done threw out the lifeline. Yeah. And they over there, no, I want that thing. Look, my Titanic is this. And they talking, all of a sudden, they just going down the you know, and all that. Dumbass. Yeah, we over here, we on the, hey, the big, what's that, like them cruise ships? Man, the Lord got the cruise. Grab the donut, nigga. Yeah, we tell them grab the donut, man. It's right there. They over here arguing on, want that donut. Nigga ain't got no donut. Nigga, the Titanic. And I'm just looking like, man, that nigga dumb as hell. We over here eating good.
Hey, he got a shark quiver right next to him, right now. Look at it. You ain't scared of that shark. Yeah, come up here, but you scared.
So I see a scope, I look at him like a dumbass, a special type of dumbass. Like you got the opportunity to win, but you want to stay loose. So at that point, it's like you dumb as hell. You know, so we over here, we're gonna keep counting up, hey, this bag that the Most High done gave us, these scriptures. You're gonna keep breaking this bread, keep winning, while you over here losing. And I told you to get over on the winter side. All you gotta do is take a step like the house. Yeah. That's why I was called the house of David. It's storming outside, raining. He outside talking noise. We in the house comfortable, watching Netflix, popping popcorn. He outside wet, getting toe up, and then you up here talking noise to me like I'm done. So I just shut the blinds. But the Lord told us dust our feet off, man. Just shut the door. Like I had the door open for you. You know, the Lord, like we in here, we good, and they want us gone. You know, but you gotta know you're Israelite. They don't even know it's their house. Because they're dead defiled, man. Esau done taught them they're a Gentile. And like Jake's those beat down, they don't feel like they're royalty. They feel like the best they can be is a slave. Like the best I can do is fit and be Esau's friend. That's the best I got. That's the highest they level go. And when I'm telling him, like, you over this devil. Like he gonna be the slave. You know? Maybe put your royalty back on, but I notice only a few Jakes can do that. Most Jakes can't do that. They just like, nah, man. Our best we can get is some scraps. You better be thankful for your scraps. Quit rocking the boat.
That's what they throw. Esau was darkness, man. They can't see the light.
I
got a precept.
Jakes like that. Esau that bunch.
This is Ephesians 5 and 11. It says, take no parts in the unfruitful works of darkness. Man, that goes into everything Esau Edom is doing. And it says, but instead expose them, man. And that's exactly what we're doing. And I like that in the ESV. It said, take no parts in the unfruitful works. That's telling you to, hey, segregate yourself, be holy, be separate, move away, man. You see Esau Edom and his kingdom doing all this wickedness over here. Hey, man, take no parts in it, but like expose them, like try to like shed the light on them, man. Try to bring people into this thing through the spirit. And that's exactly what we're doing here on the highways and hedges and with these video epistles, man. I'm telling you to come to this side, man.
Yeah.
Hey, knock on the door and the Lord will open and walk on in, man. Get out of that rain.
If you got the ticket, go get that sucker punch.
Get out of
you're an Israelite, you got a ticket.
Get out of that darkness, man. Light the candle, man. It's a light unto your feet, man. Come on in, like the scripture said.
Because you invited. That's what I'm trying to tell Jake. You're invited. You're an Israelite. But they like, nah, they don't know they got the winning ticket, man. So
I don't know about that. I don't think I'm an Israelite. Nigga, I heard a lot of that.
I'm black.
Like, what, nigga?
I'm African American.
Yeah, that Charleston White.
They go, I'm an African. And Africanism. With they dashiki on, looking like a Hamite.
Nigga, you royalty. Nigga, no, I ain't. Nigga,
I'm an ashy feet. God damn, dude.
They told me I was cursed. Nigga, my black skin, nigga.
Yeah, I got one right here. It's Deuteronomy 32 and 9. But the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. So we are a part of inheritance, man. We have an inheritance. But part of that is knowing your ID. You got to know you're Hebrew Israelite. And once you know you're Hebrew Israelite, guess what? You got to separate from the pack of hyenas, man. Like I said, you got to go in the house. You got to go in the house you belong to. You got to go where you belong to your real spiritual family. You got to separate from them, man. Because he said the Lord's portion is his people. And that's a cut. Because a lot of people like, oh, ain't no chosen people. Y'all not the chosen people. You know, but hey, that right there, they do Deuteronomy 32 and 9, the straight cut, man. This ain't for everybody. And I hear any pork chop eating pastor with that. It said for the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob, whose name changed into Israel, Israelites, is the lot of his heretics, not everybody. Go ahead, Doc.
And this is Matthew 22, 11 through 13. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how comest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servant, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And a lot of these Jakes that we're talking about, these 2/3, they just was not, you know, they're Israelites, but they're not meant for the wedding. They never got the wedding garment, which is the spirit, you know, and they just not in the clique like that. And when the Most High comes, well, when Yahushua comes, and he see that you ain't dressed, you know, you still got on your Nike Tech trying to be a nigga with the Fu Shiesty. You ain't dressed. You ain't dressed for the wedding, you know.
Walk for destruction.
Yeah.
Get knocked off real quick. You ain't bringing an unclean.
Yeah.
You ain't clean yourself up when you live in waters, man. So they gonna put an unclean thing in a clean thing. So you're marked for destruction. You like to come back to the loins of a Israelite man where you be.
This is 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. It says, Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. That lets you know, hey, we're supposed to be separate. But Christianity tell you, hey, man, everybody come together. When Jesus comes, we're going to hold hands, and cotton candy is going to be passed around, and we're going to have hot chocolate. No, we got to be separate in this thing. It said, Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion has light with darkness? And what concord has Yahushua would be like love? And what part has he that believeth with an infidel, man? So we're supposed to get away from these people. And Esau is an infidel, man. Hey, we kings and priests over here. And you want to be joint with this nigga, man. Hey, that's unequally yoked, man. And what the scripture say in Ecclesiasticus, I think it is. It says, hey, they set him not next to you because he's gonna seek to take your seat. You a king and this nigga's an infidel. He's gonna be like, okay, yeah, and then I'm about to take that spot, and that's exactly what he did. That's why he up for us now.
Read down to verse 17.
Verse 17 says, Wherefore come out from amongst them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
See that goes back into that precept with the wedding garden, that parable. But he said when the king came to him, he said, how come you didn't come with your wedding garden? And then he said he sent them to the party. He sent them to destruction. And that means the Lord rejected them. Right? So why? So when you read that precept, he said, come out from among them. Then he said, I will receive you. All you had to do was come out from among them. All you had to do was come in with your wedding garden, your wedding garment. But you didn't do that, and so therefore the Lord rejected you in that situation.
I'm going to read the next verse. I just like this part. It's a good finisher. It said, And I will be a father unto you, and ye shall be a son and daughter, saith the Lord Almighty. So why would you want to be and take your rightful place and be a son or a daughter of the Most High? Whenever the name Yasharallah literally means prince of power, man, you're going to have power. You're a prince on earth. That means that you're above everything, all nations. The Lord said he'll give you the nations for an inheritance, man. So why wouldn't you want that?
Yeah, I got one to back him up right quick. I'll read this. This is Ecclesiastes 10, 6 and 7. He said, Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. He said, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. To go back to what Kadar was just saying, you know, we're the princes, you know, but in this world that the Most High gave over to the wicked, we're walking, and it says that the servants, which is Esau, he's in the place of power on the horse, and most Jakes don't realize that our mission is to reverse that. They just accept the fact that okay, as long as I'm in the picture with Esau, you know, I'll be walking, and they satisfied with that. They don't want to really see themselves on the horse in rulership. You know, they content with just walking.
You don't have a royal mindset, royal mentality. I know all the whole black have a royal mentality because that's who we are. Like I can break down that precept, man. We're royal people. The whole black all have that mentality to get back to that. The 2/3 they not. They what scripture say, they're homeborn slaves. And they cool and content with that. So that's the separation. See what's gonna climax separation, y'all struggling? Akim, what's gonna climax separation is gonna be that MOTV, the mark of the beast. That's gonna make it very visible. Because then you can't say, oh, y'all part of the whole collective, you got that device in your hand, or you got that neural link hanging out your head. You cannot say you a part of this no more. Like, you know, you already took the mark of the beast. That's gonna make it complete, that stamp. That's when the Lord really gonna sort and file everything. It depends on that mark of the beast, you know. He just ain't gonna have that. 2/3, or everyone that belong to Esau gonna have that. And I had a dream about that too, man. It was Donald Trump, man. It was like I had a dream. I was having a one-on-one conversation with Donald Trump, wicked butt. He's talking about enacting that mark of the beast. And he was telling the great bonds. He was like talking noise to me. He was like, all y'all gonna have that mark of the beast. You know, all of them about to get it. We're gonna do it at this date. And man, it was crazy, man. It's like he announced it. And I could see people going in to go get it. The majority of people is going to get that thing, man. And that's like now the Lord gonna see who's separate and who's not. When you don't have that MOTB, that means you're separate from the system. And that's Esau gonna kick you out. You're not gonna be able to buy or sell if you ain't got it. You ain't gonna be able to be in his system. Right now, he's jealous of us. You know, the hope we lack. Right now, we're in Esau's system, and we talking smack to this devil in his system. So the MOTB is the outcast, people that don't belong to him. And now he's about to see, like Esau now, that's why he did that segregation thing. You put that out there to see, you know, where Jake is at. You want to see who belongs to me and who don't. Who going to be up under my rulership, who not. And how I'm going to do it, I'm going to issue out a device that going to go in your body. I'm going to tag you like cattle to show you belong to me. And the separation going to be the ones that ain't got it.
Hey, just the dream he said he had with Trump, Carl Schwab actually came out and said that like a year or so ago, that by 2027, everybody gonna be chipped. I think it was either 27 or 30. He said that, yeah, everybody gonna be chipped. I think he said it was 27, and that's when he said that by 2030, you're gonna just go along with the program and be happy.
But when they gotta speed it up, I think we might go in before then. Man, with Trump and Elon Musk, man, they blowing the top off of it, man. They've been so exposed. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life, man.
When they do the draft, they're gonna have to implement the MOTB because that's gonna be their new dog tag, basically. Yeah. So
when they let it, might do that real soon. I heard they trying to go at Iran.
Yeah, that's gonna be the new dog tag, the MOTB.
Hopefully that kicks in real soon. Forget that 2027. 2030. That shit. Yeah, I'm ready to never get it going popping right now. Like that shit warp speed. Yeah, you already exposed. Homie, you got Keisha don't want to be a part of you no more. That's very, very bad.
That's why they making them everybody get that real ID. That's gonna be the first step to getting the draft started. Is make everybody switch over to that new ID, and then that's gonna be basically everybody that's within the age range, that's going to be them basically signing up for the selective service. It's going. That's why they're pushing that.
Yeah, I hope it all speed up too. Real quick, we'll bring this out right here. And look, why in the meantime, why these dates got, liberty, time to get in. But we getting to that point, they better come on in and lighten. They better come in and lighten the speed. They really way behind. It takes a minute to get this gospel. This ain't nothing you're going to get in 2 weeks. You can't wait till the last minute You know, he saw like MOTD, and I was like, oh man, break it down for me. I can't give you everything.
That's what they got to realize, man. I like how you said that, man, because it takes a while for you it makes perfect sense. Like it takes a while for you to learn a new subject. It really does. Like, you know, that's why in the school system they break down the subject in a certain amount of time. That's how it's worded. You can't just shove it in and expect somebody to get it. That's why you have to come in as a newborn baby first and foremost. That's the first step to even get into it.
The thing about it's like you plant a seed. Like you plant an apple seed, your mother ain't gonna turn overnight and grow you some apples. It's gonna take time. You gotta keep putting water on it.
Yep.
You know, you gotta wait that time. So
that's the spirit, man. Believe it on me, as the scripture that said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. That water right there, this word is prepared for water.
It take a minute to grow for it to bear fruit. There ain't gonna be no, okay, I'm gonna wait till the last minute and then I'm gonna try to call and get the truth. Nah, man. That's too late in the game.
Like trying to shove a steak down the baby mouth. You gonna choke.
Yeah.
Right. Baby don't just come out and eat the steak. Right. You know. So it takes time.
Baby ain't got teeth. Why you trying to feed them meat already?
I'm gonna bring this out right here because it's kind of gonna walk it down. This is Deuteronomy 32:7. It says, remember the days of the old and consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. So that's why we go after the apostles and elders, the great millstone. You know, all praises to those men. That's why we give them double honors for teaching us the truth. You know, because that's right there in the scripture. And then here go verse 8. Here go the point. It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Another cut to all the pork chop eating pastors, man. He set the number according to the children of Israel, not to the whole world, not to everybody. The children of Israel, Israelites, we're the only ones gonna get that inheritance. You know, he made a division of that. That's why we be holy and separate. So the other nation, they get all jealous and get mad. That's what it is, it's jealousy. They're like, oh, why the Most High choose these people? This old nappy-headed nigga, you mean tell me he is royalty? Nah, man, that can't be, man. I got this and that. You know, Esau, he'll come put that sword to you to get your spot. You know, he's the bloody man.
That's why he is known as the fugitive in the vagabond. That's why he did what he did throughout the whole earth. He basically killed and destroyed. He pillaged all the people's land, and what did he do? He took the name of those people. He didn't take his name. He took the name of those people. He called himself out their own land.
That's why Isaac passed. First thing Esau said is, and after I get through morning, I'm about to slay my brother Jacob. Yep. I'm about to take that back.
The blessing. Yeah. He was mad about the blessing. He got a blessing, but he knew our blessing was better than his. Because our supersedes his. Ours is the key to heaven. Yeah. His is temporary. You know, he got blessed with a strong that sword of military power. And now that's waning. Yeah, it's waning right now. So now it's Jacob's turn. And guess what? He's supposed to do the same thing. The same spirit. They're gonna be like, oh. Trump don't do that. Hey, we just gonna get in the car. We're gonna unalive. We're gonna nigger hunt. Woo-hoo. That's what they're gonna do. Every time I tell you 2/3, Jake's like, you better get ready. Esau gonna come down with great wrath when he see that he done lost. And we're in that phase, what you call it, the fuck around to find out moment. Esau about to find out he done lost. And when he find out he done lost, hey, I still got my AR-15. I'm about to go down and lay it into little JJ, little 4-7, little, whatever he think he is saying. War coming. War is coming because Esau done lost. We trying to tell Eve that. We trying to tell y'all father that, man, get into the Lord because Esau about to come down with great wrath, man. He gonna come with Reaper drones, robotic military, everything the devil got, he gonna throw it at y'all's father in order to offset that blessing about to receive.
But it's Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12, and it says, therefore rejoice ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil will come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And it goes straight to the point. I'm gonna jump down to verse 17. And it said, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandment of Yahweh and having the testimony of Yahweh.
See, and I want to bring that point. I say now all this stuff is coming into play. So if you somewhere in the sticks, kicking it with Johnny Boondocks, you know what I'm saying, about a bunch of Edomites, they over here looking at Trump this, Trump that, and you in the midst of them, they might just say, hey man, we're gonna let your friend to jump it off. And he ain't gonna go against his people. When that happens, your buddy's gonna get lynched in a tree. And we not gonna march the streets for your dumb butt. Because you shouldn't have been like them 2 children you showed in yours that got unallowed in that sundown town.
Yeah.
Why are you in a sundown town at this time? So I didn't have no sympathy for that. I'm like, Jake should know better.
Yeah, that one dude, he was in the woods with all them Edomites.
Con, they about to lynch you.
You talking about this T.D. Cosby?
Yeah,
man.
They was about to give it to his ass, man.
On the lake.
The only reason it was saving was the camera was on.
If it wasn't for that, he got lynched because his homeboy wasn't gonna save him. He was scared. You know, he sat back. They was there beating him up. Like I said, one for that camera, he got lynched. One thing you should not be going to. He was dealing with what? Dealing with an Edomite.
A lot of them, redneck, bald headed, fucking tattoos, fucking
No shirt on, bird belly.
flannel shirts with the sleeves cut off, nigga, and shit, PBR in hand, nigga, like them Edomites.
Got the Budweiser in his hand, drinking his bud.
Nah, that's worse. They got the PBR, nigga. They got
This water.
They got that. Nigga. They like, those ones, they say America without America. America, nigga. What's that?
The Constitution.
The veteran flag waving motherfuckers.
I got a precept here. This is Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, have remembered her iniquities."
Walked down by your house shot. That's why when they read their time short. So they know that. So the Lord told us to come up out of her. If we quit doing the ways of Esau, Edom, in America, Babylon the Great, get back holy under the scriptures, man. Lord said, I'll receive y'all protection, man. That's protection, man. So we're giving Jake the winning ticket. This is what you need to do to be saved. Get all that other stuff, you know, everybody be talking about, you know, all these other philosophies, all that. Man, all that stuff getting, throw to the wayside, man.
I want to back you up. This is Romans 12:2. It says, "And be not conformed to the world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh." Man, it says, be not conformed to this world, man. That means be separated. Come out of this place, man. And it says, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, man. And that comes through these scriptures, man. That comes by listening and learning, man, and understanding. You got it, huh?
All right. So like I said right there, you got to renew your mind. And it goes tonight, you got to cast off all the stuff that's in the world, man. Because all the stuff's falling by the wayside, man. Nation of Islam, done. I look at Louis Farrakhan, he always talking about Hebrew Israelite stuff. Like, where your Islam stuff at? It's out of gas. It's done. Pan-Africanism, man, that's out of gas. That's done, man. Dr. Umar Johnson looking horrible right now. Everybody like, man, shut the hell up, man. You a fraud. You know, so Pan-Africanism is done. Nation of Islam is done. What other clubs they got? You better not be in no witchcraft wicked. You already cooked and done.
Sarnetta trying to get on the Israelite bandwagon.
I know he is. We got the Jew. This only thing that will stand the test of time. Because Esau is showing that he is the devil of the Bible. Like everything, all these projects coming to pass. Everything else is out of gas. So now we got the winning tickets. Now take face with that decision, that hallway. Are you gonna give the Lord, or are you gonna stay in the world? If you're in the world, you're gonna be destroyed.
Real quick, and I wanted to read that definition of conform that when I read in Romans 12:2. It said in the Google definition, it said be not conformed. So conform means comply with rules, standards, or law. And another definition said other persons behave according to socially acceptable convictions or standards. See, that goes back into the world. Because I can broke down all the things of the world. You got witchcraft, Nation of Islam, all of those things. And that when how about y'all out there be not conformed with those things that's of the world?
Gangsterism, black culture, black going to death. You trying to take it out that ratchet stuff, man. That stuff gets you, make you unalive. Plus, it's not even profitable no more. Esau starting to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? They already cooking up their own drugs. Everybody got their own little chemistry lab. That stuff about over with. They said now I'm looking at Jake. I don't know what they getting into now. Now Jake's starting to go from gangster stuff into momo activity. You know what I'm saying? You look at the music, that's where they're going. I'm like, that's straight destruction right there, man. You're gonna destroy yourself there. So tonight, as the Lord is like forcing Jake to get out of this old stuff. Like you either give it to the Lord or hey, you just get destroyed, man. There is nothing else. All the other little stuff that they had, the other religions, all that stuff, the Lord is blowing that out the water, man. All that stuff is done with. Only thing left on the table that's still standing the test of time is this truth. These scriptures. This is still standing the test of the time. This is still holding up truth. And really, it's gaining traction because we get stronger over here. You know, that's why Jake all of a sudden now, like you said, Louis Farrakhan, talking Hebrew Israelite stuff, because this is where the strength is at. The Lord said, I am the strength. So now the Lord's starting to get that fruit. Like it's in your face now. Like, whoop, there it is. So now what you going to do? You going to stay outside the house? You going to come in the house?
There's no other power besides
God, and he's showing that. All that other stuff is done with, man. That Martin King stuff, done with. It all kumbaya. We gonna all come together. We all breathe red blood. No, the Lord's showing separation. And he did it by showing Esau to say it first. Esau put it out there. Oh, I want to bring back Jim Crow segregation. He thought Jake was going to be like, he thought as a group he was going to be like, oh, no. I want to be with you. What I'm going to do? What I'm going to do without you, white man? And then he looked on the TikTok and the YouTube and saying, you know, Eve and all most Jakes like, shit, don't threaten me with a good time. Hell yeah, we want to be segregated. Hey, that's a good thing, man. I give them good food. I ain't got to worry about seeing your little mayonnaise, pale looking ass at the barbecue no more. Because at my barbecue, especially my daddy's side, they all bring a bunch of Edomite men. And everybody know how I am, so you can just feel the tension. Matter of fact, you been at one of mine on my mama's side. They brought an Edomite man to the cookout. He fucked the whole groove up. That one Edomite messed the whole groove up, man. So I would love segregation to come back like that. And then like once Jake showed that, Esau said, oh, no, we ain't going to do that. Never mind. It's thrown out. So that showed him like Esau play game. He threw it out there, gauge your reaction. He didn't get what he wanted. Now he's like, nah, come on back and play that. But I think that's been done. I think he like, nah, we want to be separate. So I think a couple people gonna start listening to us because of that move. And they're gonna say, oh, like I said, people at my job had to entertain that. Like, I can't believe they did that. You know, the cool samples of my job, they was in disarray. They was all like, I can't believe he said. I had to show something. I looked it up. Like, this is what Trump said. Segregation, homie. Okay. What was that? I'm like, yeah. Now look at you. Gotta make a decision, homie. They don't like your punk ass. I told you that. You know. Now Jake's starting to see it, and I noticed that a lot of them ain't doing too good with that. Especially ones that believe Esau was good. Now they get hit. Now they got to make that decision, and that's gonna be hard for a lot of people. But hopefully, like it's easy. I already lived like that. That's why I said that they popped out. Said good. Now these cool samples gonna see how the devil feel about them, you know. And it's still stuff we gotta deal with. Still a process gonna play out. And if they not in this truth, they gonna get messed up, man. Esau gonna do them in. Esau gonna pull out that dirty Harry, that little what's that 4-4 Magnum. You know what I'm saying? They think Esau cool. There's one bag of chips left. You know what I'm saying? That family kicked in. Esau going, wow, I gotta survive. Esau's about survival mode. Cornell, he ain't spiritual, ain't nothing spiritual about Esau. If it is, he's on satanic stuff. You're gonna have your butt in a goddamn circle with a pentagram, holler some shit you heard on Chucky. You know what I'm saying?
Talking to the divine being.
Yeah, he gonna be your butt gonna get sacrificed to Molech or some shit. You know what I'm saying? If Esau into any of that, that's why it's time to totally separate from Edomites and get away from a man, woman, and child. You know, the Edomite women, they crying. Don't get away from us. We like y'all. The Edomite women crying. They don't want to be separate. They know they men ain't shit.
Edomite lady was like, yeah, I think nothing but black people, so my babies can live on.
God, I put that in the group chat. She said, yeah, that's big. I never said that.
That actually going back into those times. You know, when we have those Tulsa race riots, the Edomite woman would come into our establishment. They wasn't staying in their neighborhood. They were coming to our establishment. That's why the Jake men back in the day, that's how they were dealing with the Edomite women did. They came to their side of the town and they were dealing with the Edomite women.
Because they want us. Yeah. They desire us like they doing now. It's really kicking up overdrive right now. But see, that's nothing. I keep separate, man. I don't trust Edomite women. I don't trust them. You might hit him with that rod. He ravaged me. You know, he ravaged me.
You need a consent form, Mark.
Yeah, I just don't deal with them. I be like shit. You are the female counterpart of the devil. So keep your ass on that side of the fence. Right? It's some sisters got their act together I can deal with. I don't trust anybody. I ain't telling brothers what to do with women, but I mean myself, I don't trust Edomite women. They too conniving and sneaky like you a female snake. The hell, if I get bit, man, who fault is that?
It's our history out here, man. We know what happened there in Tulsa Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It was the same Edomite woman that sparked the whole thing.
Yeah.
That started that whole race.
Because they always lie.
Yeah.
When they get caught, they don't want to get embarrassed for their family. And they just say, oh, he took you. Esau, if you go to Esau court system, they're going to believe her. So why put yourself in that situation? I say just leave him alone. That way you ain't got to even deal with that. Box is trash anyway.
That make me think of that the movie Rosewood. You thought about
Same
that
thing.
woman. And she wasn't even dealing with a dead man. She was sleeping with another Edomite man. She was committing adultery against her husband. She came out and she said it was a man, girl.
Get that simple.
Yeah.
That's an Edomite woman at my job that I got a Jake Fires and getting people clipped up and saying that the essay allegation. That's all I don't deal with. That's what they be separate. Me, hey, leave the man and the woman alone. Don't have your children playing with their children now. Second guess me separate. I don't want nothing you dealing with nothing, Esau. Nowhere near around. Now we done they had integrated us with that institutions and stuff. But I say, hey, just deal with that and then let that be that. You go in the store, we'll give you what I need. After that, I'm done with you, man. I don't want to eat with you. I don't want to chill with you. I don't want to hear none of your ideas. They all wicked. I don't want nothing you got to offer, Esau. Stay over there. And then, like, even that, even the 2/3 nigga Jakes. I don't like dealing with niggas either. I don't like to hear nigga stuff no more. I grew up hearing nigga stuff. I don't want to hear it no more. Now it's offensive to me. I'm like, hold up, we getting into up in age, you still hollering, you want to do some nigga stuff and do this and hit that. It's folly to me now. That's how them drunk uncles want to put me on game. I don't want to hear that no more. So even 2/3 you separate from them too. It's a big separation. Esau and the 2/3 you separated from. If you want to chill with me and like be around me a whole lot, man, we got to be talking about y'all about to go shop. I want to hear about scriptures. I want to hear about promises. That's the type of stuff I'm on to. You know, that's the type of stuff I'm vibing on.
That's how you stay locked in.
Exactly. So if you come with anything else, man, I don't want to hear that, man. Plus, that stuff is for the birds. What you gonna say that's for the birds? It's for the birds, man. It means nothing. It's gonna mean nothing in a minute. That knowledge means nothing. That knowledge is of the world. If you're not talking about knowledge of the scriptures, I really don't want to hear it, man. You really ain't got no wisdom. This is where wisdom come from. It come from Yahweh Bashiach Shah. Everything else is really folly. And it's showing that. Look at all Esau's wisdom. His economy is trash. His military is trash. Everything Esau thought he was smart with is all trash. Because really he came up off the stealing and killing. He's not a good businessman, like I said earlier. There's nothing good about Esau. He ain't slicker than a can of oil. All of the seed is coming down. He ain't got no wisdom. Everything Esau got was based off of us. So we might as well deal with us. Yeah, I need to talk to you folks. You watered down.
Just like in Egypt. Shit, Joseph, he was the one who brought up Egypt.
Exactly.
And we're in Egypt today. This is the scriptures called this spiritual Egypt.
God.
Well, this going back to right here. First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. And it said, for the wisdom of this world. Right? Notice how I just broke down all of those things. So, you don't want to hear the niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of those things because it's food. It was not. All right? And even how about y'all said it in the scripture, right? First Corinthians 3 and 19, it gives the topic. And for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with how about y'all shot. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own practice. You know, and how about y'all shot so cold that he will take the wisdom of this world and he'll use it again. You know, that's happening where he's done. You know how we say he that takes up a stone and grind the mill and then try to roll it back against him, crazy. Hey, and that's why it's better to get in the house of David, you know, worship Yahweh because he's the most powerful being in existence.
Yeah, I'd say that. They said everything Esau did put drugs in our neighborhood. It's backfiring. Now they smoking meth. He made nuclear missiles to destroy his stuff. You know, now they're gonna bomb all his stuff up. Everything feminism is hurting his people more than it's hurting our people now. And now we coming up out of that. Esau getting pegged. Esau taking, like you told me, taking they wives' last names. Like this is destroying them all the way. And they finished, man. They ain't got no knowledge. Everything they got, they stole from other cultures and pieced it all together. That's why Babylon is confusion. It's a melting pot. It's a bunch of stuff all mixed together.
That goes back to what when y'all about y'all Josh that he's the border of all wickedness. That's it. That's all he knows is wickedness. He don't pass that border. You know, he can't pass over into righteousness because that's what he is. He is the wicked. That's exactly what he is. There's no way for Esau either to be right. And that to tell you right there, when you got those you got Christian pastors, those individuals that think that Esau can be saved, you better separate them.
The first people said he made a vessel of honor and a vessel with this honor.
That's it.
He also said he can change things. How can a leper change? The leper can't change his spot.
Right.
Esau, he's the wicked. He can't change. He cannot be saved. He will not do good. He's always going to show you he's the fucking wicked.
The devil in the flesh. And now it's showing at a high level. Now you can't say, oh, no. Remember they started telling us, oh, you just full of hate. Oh, you just lying and this and that. Now it's just being on Front Street. It's visible.
Can an Ethiopian change his skin or a leopard his spots? I think that's what it's
That's what it says. Yeah, that's what it says. And they can't. You know, so they said Esau not going to change. God's split. So the best thing to do is to separate from him. Get away from Esau, man. Don't deal with it. What? You know, we're trying to tell little third Jakes to get away from, but you know, they attached to they slave masters, so that's them. You know, I'm separate from your butt too. I done told you. I know it's young. I got young people in my family. They can deal with Edomites. I'm like, hey, you shouldn't do that one. You know, but hey, they gonna have to find out the hard way.
Leave that alone. Like I told a lot of people already, so that's all I say now. You shouldn't do that. I don't even break it down. I'm like, shit, you sure you want to do that? I'm like, okay, shit. Shit, like I told you already.
I'm actually think they have never told you.
I don't think I'm about to get out there and get my thing and get some revenge on you.
I don't break it down no more. I'm like, don't do it. Nigga, this is what I do. No, I was like, shit, you sure? All right. Bump your head, nigga. Shit, that's you.
Yeah, they're poured over this state, man. Y'all good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, poured over this state, man. So you good. Yeah, y'all go through.
Thank you, sir.
So yeah, you poured over this state, you cut it. You say, well, I got a lot of family to deal with you right now. So if something happens to them, don't call my phone talking about, oh, we need to go ride or we need to go march the streets and protest and little balloon release. I'm not doing none of that, man. And like, it ain't just us telling you that. Like, you just look at history, like you said, we're in the information age. Look at history. The devil did this over and over and over again. It shows you 2/3, they're really insane. They keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. And Esau kick them in the butt every single time. Us, we done learned. We're like, nah, we're going to be holy, we're going to seek the Lord, and we're going to stick away from Esau because he's the bloody man. You look at Esau do something wicked. I look at Esau to lie. I be looking at Esau and I get at work like, man, what lie you got to say today? I be waiting on you know? And they be looking at me and they be feeling naked, all nervous, man. I'm like, wait, take a look at me. Because I be looking at Esau, what a lie at, man. What wickedness you gonna do? I watch Esau very carefully with his wickedness. And that's how you supposed to treat that devil.
This is why over that I always apply this scripture right here. It's Rock chapter 12 and 10. It said, never trust thy enemy, but like his iron bucket, so is his wickedness. He said, though he humble himself, though he come to you being all friendly, he said, go and go crafty, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him if thou have wiped the linen glass, and thou shalt know that his blood hath not been altogether wiped away.
That's perfect right there, man. He might say, I'm gonna pass along his reparations. Here a little bill, here goes some money, here go a bag of money. That's him crouching and humbling himself to take things. Oh yeah, that white man cool. That white man, now he all right, And that was a way to get in, start doing the fact. The Lord said a commandment. Never trust our enemy.
And see, when you think about it, like, man, he does it like I still remember when Biden, when he was down in his campaign, during that C-19 situation, he said, I'm not gonna make it mandatory. 6 months later,
Better go get it.
my patient is one of the things. That's exactly what he said.
I'll give you another example. Think of we was talking about this when we opened camp, the Osage Natives.
Yep.
If they would have followed the commandment, never trust thy enemies, he would never been able to take the oil from them to take that back. Or if you think about our brothers and sisters, there was the Mayans, the Aztecs. You know, Esau come over on their boat, and they not trusting Esau. they would have never got conquered. You know, the natives would have never got conquered. They let them in the land. He killed all the buffalo.
You know how to hunt. You
Yeah, I was just about to say.
That's trusting your enemy.
Taught them how to grow food, hunt, live off the land, and they killed him. Exactly. Esau would have died over there trying to make some food or get something.
People lost the knowledge of the book, and they didn't follow that commandment. They let's trust the so-called white man. It always go bad.
It all had to play out like that anyway for this to happen, for the Lord, for the prophecies to come out. So we had to go through these things.
Lord, for us to learn.
Exactly.
Yep. Like with the book of the made. So we can look at the natives, look at Osage, look at, the Mayans, look at them, look at the mistake they made. The mistake they made was trusting Esau. And we can see the results of it.
Just like Yahushua as Adam and as Solomon. Then when he came as Yahushua, he's like, man, I did it for him. Yeah, fuck that. Hey, no.
I learned my lesson. No, he started giving script. Never give thy script to a woman. hey, you better find
out your loins as a man. Things like, man.
Out of 1,000 women, I'll find out one righteous. Kisana gave us the game plan, man. They deal with women no more. Women, they'll soften you up.
When he came as Yahushua, he was like, yeah, nope. No sin. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't falling for the same old thing.
They going for your fruit, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going for that juices. I know what it leads to. And so now we're looking at the scripture said, never trust thy enemy. And now we're going to abide by that. The Lord said, don't trust the enemy. That does good for you. That's the Lord trying to preserve you. Because as you trust your enemy, you're going to fall. I don't give a damn. Like, I'm going to do it like this, so make me do it like that. Like, even the civil rights movement, that was them trusting their enemy. He's going to breed them in, maybe I show him the barbecue, he eat this good peach cobbler, he going to do right. No, he's never going to do right. What a wickedness. He can't never do right. So that had to happen for us, the future generation, to see it and be like, okay, we're not going to do that. And that's why Esau going to fall. Because this generation now, we got the foot down. When they say put your foot down, like, hell no, you can't come to the barbecue. You a devil. No, I'm not teaching you that. No, I'm not giving you this. This is mine. You ready to bang with Esau now.
10 toes down on it now.
Yeah, now Esau like, oh, damn, I can't. Now, what if I say this? What if I come with a bag? He done ran out of tricks. All the little tricks ran and depleted, man. We like, no, man, I don't give a damn what Esau got to say. Keep talking, get a bullet in your head. Now, get off my property and go that way. Not dealing with you. I don't give a damn what you got. And they try to come in, I'll teach you about the Lord. Fool, we already know about the Lord. It's our book anyway. They try to use that game. I'm trying to bring Jesus to you. I'm trying to save your soul. What they call it, Christian missionaries. They use that game. Oh, I got some business though. I got a bag of money. A loan. No, we're not doing it. Oh, if you refinance your house, I'll get you in a better deal. You pay a better lower payment. No, we're not doing that. You took my grandma's house doing that. No, we're not refinancing shit. I want to hear what you got to say. Why are you on the property? And he can't operate like that. He has to get the resources. Yeah. So now he like, oh man. But like I say, without that, they're gonna wither and die. Just like the natives. The natives would have left Esau alone, he would have withered and died in Babylon the Great. So now we're at the point where that's the solution.
The Lord. And they teach them how to be clean and wash themselves.
God, right. They just died in Europe. Yeah. They was here with the bubonic plague. Yeah, the boy, they got to come in there like, wash your ass. You look nasty, dirty, eating bite. Man, bleach, man, disinfectant, They just died then. That's it. Jake always saved them. It's always us. If we just don't save them, they'll perish. What scripture say? We're gonna do that.
But y'all more motherfuckers say, man, a Moor ain't nothing but an Israelite, man, who suck another way, man.
Islam?
Yeah.
A Moor is nothing but a Jake that went to the nation of Islam.
Like King Davis.
Yep. Or like man say Michael X that. Yep. Them was Moors, man.
Matter of fact, there was a video of Malcolm X that was actually teaching out of the scripture too. He was going through the curses on that in that video too.
Boy, you was a Moor, you was Israelite.
Exactly. That stuff is dumb. That ain't gonna get it, man. Get to the scriptures.
This is Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach 14:5. And it says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good. There is none worse than he that he envies himself. And this is the recompense of his wickedness. if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. At the last, he would declare his wickedness. That's what he saw. Yep. He thought to the fullest right there. Because the scripture break down who he thought he is. How he get down his way. Yep.
So why would you want to join yourself to someone who he ain't even good to himself? You know, Esau got them weird ass fetishes, slapping himself with a whip. Yeah, nigga, like, defiling himself and shit, man.
They got some weird stuff.
The way he to his own family, fuck her, man. He gonna put her in a goddamn nursing home.
They don't respect their parents.
Yeah.
Sit back and watch them die. Like, oh, hey, I hope grandma got some inheritance.
Yeah. Get a letter in the mail, like, oh shit, grandma, you got a life insurance policy for a nigga now. Yeah, put that pillow to him.
You need to go, you old hag. Grandma died at old age. Yeah, he put the pillow to it. And I heard anybody say that to me. I can't wait for my mother to die. I get this, I get that. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, y'all different bugs.
Fuck you old bang.
Like, God. Damn. You want to mix in people like that. If he do that to grandma, I mean, who are you? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be mixed in people like that. We love our parents. Esau don't love his parents. Esau cusses mom out, cusses daddy out, unalive him if he get benefit off of it. Like we've been saying.
Get out of my room, bitch.
Yeah. Okay, very recently where Edomite killed his dad. Very recently. I just seen it. Little report about that now. Very recently.
I did a lesson on the Edomite man. He just killed the goddamn old white man for no reason. I just wanted to murder something. I just wanted to, like, yeah. So he doing that to his own people. Cut his head off. His mama found his head in the room.
Sick stuff.
Exactly.
He's sick. He's talking about eat your fingers. You know, he do cannibalism, Jeffrey Dahmer type of stuff. There's a lot of them. He's just the most famous one.
And you want to
Because the elites do that.
You want to get joined with that.
Adrenochrome, they like real life vampires. That's why they're like I said in the movies, the light hurts them. Yeah. The light is really just good. You know what I'm saying? The whole day, you know what I'm saying? They like to drink blood, man. They got to. They can't make it without us. Now at the point, all we gotta do is like not help. Tell them get out of here. I ain't teaching you nothing. I ain't got no conversation. And they'll wither up and die. Just that easy. And we're at the point, only we're gonna do it. The hope we let. Really gonna do it, but I believe that's enough to knock them off. But they need all Jake to survive. So they lose any portion of Jakes. That's why I'm so devastated. Any portion of Jakes they lose, it's gonna be devastating to their system because they need all Jake to spend the money and you know what I'm saying, the revenue and to do what they need to do. And I'm saying 2/3 starting to get to the point I want to deal with them. So they let us know Esau really done. Esau's done right now. Like he done lost it. So now the next thing do, y'all try to look for war. Look, Esau come down in a panic, throw a hissy fit, and everybody about to get it, man. He about to destroy everything. Because that's when they're going to try to bring up a new world order, which is going to be the MOTB. This order's done with. Becky's no longer going for it no more. Keisha say she's done. She don't want to talk to Becky no more. So how can they get their feminism off if Keisha don't want to listen to Becky? The feminism worked because Keisha picked it up. They gained this power and strength. If Keisha like, nah, man, I'm a single mother. I got 4 different baby daddies. Listening to you. And you over here with a husband, house and everything. I ain't got nothing. Section 8, that's because I listen to you. So now Keisha, she's starting to learn, like, nah, Becky not invited no more. You know, and then, you know, us men, we already be like, man, get Paul. Get Travis. I can't deal with that. We ain't dealing with him no more, man. Take your little beach worm, flip-flop wearing ass over there. You know, and you got some that still want, no, man, we can't be doing that. Love my stuff, but it ain't strong, I'm forward. You know, hey, they just have to learn the hard way. The one that don't get destroyed, man. Facts. We up out of here. I got one more.
Now, this is Leviticus 11. This is going into the law with the creeping things on the earth. But, like, this is, you could consider this, because this is Esau, Edom's ways, man. And this is Leviticus 11 and 44. It says, for I am the Lord, your power. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourself, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourself in any matter of any creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Esau Edom's characteristic is a snake, so he creepeth and slithers around. So don't defile yourself with that. And then, this is verse 45, the point. It says, for I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt. And like we said, we're in the spiritual Egypt now. The Lord is going to do that again on a higher level. It says, "For I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your power. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am the Lord. For I am holy." It's like, and that's it, man. Hey, it brought us around full circle back to Leviticus, man. We're holy, man. We're supposed to be separate from this devil. And he creeps around like a snake, and he's base, man. He's worse than the goddamn snake. He's worse than the creepy animals. So don't be defiled with him, man. Be separated from him. Come back to the Lord, your power.
About the dog that he the basic of man. I got this precept right here with Micah chapter 2 and 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction." And that's it right there, man. So, arise ye and depart. This is not your rest. This place is not your home. He thought eating whatever he created, never be your home, never be your rest. It didn't tell you the reason why. They're going to destroy you, even with the sword destruction. You will be destroyed, joining in with the devil. That's why it said be the devil.
Yeah. Full circle. How you arise and depart? By being holy. Separate. That's how you depart. Depart from the system. Depart from something you have to separate. And that's what I'm telling you to do, y'all. So every time that really, want your salvation, take it seriously. It's time to really do that, man. Increase it, do it to the best of your ability. That being said, the edifying, around press glory too.
Shalom,
baby. Shalom. Stay locked in. Y'all was put you on the way.